Assalamualaikum dear students. Today we have week number 10 and lecture number 1. In previous lecture we have studied Mori machine. So we have some example on that, how we can implement or construct the Mori machine. And this lectures we will study about the Mealy machine. So we have the differentiation between Mealy machine and Mori machine in the previous lecture. Also we have the application, merits and demerits of both machines, right? So now in this lecture we will study about Mealy machine, right? So let's come straightforward about the implementation of Mealy machine, right? A Mealy machine consists of the following elements. Like we have a number of states in the first point, so it will also start with the Q1, Q0, which is the initial state. Further, we have the input letter, right? Like here represented with the ABC, and then we have the output alphabet letter, right? So that is represented by this symbol with the XYZ. Further, we have the pictorial representation with the state. So what is pictorial? Pictorial means it will go in an incrementation form, right? We have the transition tag in the transition video as well between any two states. So that's why it has been represented by a pictorial representation with state and directed edge labeled by input letter along with the output character. So what does it mean that, for example, I want to move from state 1 to state 2. So there should be two things between these two states, like 0 by 1. So what is 0? 0 is the representation of that path, right? Which is the transition, you can say, and 1 is the output of that path, right? So 0 is the tag or label of that path, and what is the output or transition value. So that is the pictorial representation between any two states which give the input and output as well. The directed edges also show how to go from one state to another state corresponding to every possible input letter. So we have the same meaning over here. Note, it is also not possible to give the transition table in some cases, right? Sometimes it gives you transition table and sometimes it does not give you the transition table. So it varies case to case and requirement. We have some important information regarding the Mealy machine before construction. It is to be noted that since similar to Mori machine and Mealy machine, we do not have states designated to the final state. If we know from the Mori machine, so we do not have the designated final state over here in Mealy machine as well. So there is no question of accepting any language by the Mealy machine, right? However, in some cases, the relation between an input string and the corresponding output string may be identified by a Mealy machine. So what does it mean? It means sometimes we have to give the output, right, from the given input scenario. So this is an important thing. Moreover, the state to be initial is not important as the machine is used several times. It is started after some time. The machine will be started from the state where it was left at us. So it means sometimes the input value could be changed in the mid of node. So we can start from that point as well. It depends on the input string which we run on the machine, right? So we have some example on these. Consider the following Mealy machine having the states of Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3, where Q0 is the starting state, right? So we have the input, which is A and B, and the output is 0 and 1. Okay, one important point over here is that how we can know from a diagram, from a diagram, whether it's a representation of Mealy machine or Mori machine. In Mori machine, we have in each state we have the output as well, like Q0 by 0, Q1 by 0, or Q2 by 1, and so on. So that's representing the Mori machine, right? So in many machine, we have the output value given on the transition path, right? So the transition path output, we have the 0 over here between Q0 and Q1, right? So this is the label, this is the transition value, or transition function, you may sometime may call it, right? In this Q or this 0, this one, and other values in this diagram, it is the output between any two states, right? So this is the difference between the Mealy machine and the Mori machine. Okay, continue with the same example, with the same diagram, right? Like we have the input string is given like A, B, B, A, 3 times B and A of the above machine. The corresponding output string will be produced, right? So it means if we execute, we run this input string using this diagram, so we may get this output from this diagram using the Mealy machine concept. So how we can do or obtain such thing? So let's see in the next slide. Keep in mind in this diagram in this input the running value. So there again A, B, B, A, 3 times B and A, right? So we have the same table as we know from the Mori machine. Input, the states, right? And again the output, right? So in the input we have, first of all we have to mention all the inputs, right? Like we have put it over here, which is mentioned in the question. Then you will see from the Mealy machine diagram, right? So over here, usually we start with the Q naught, as we mentioned in this Mealy machine diagram. So it is Q naught, right? So if I read A, right, from Q naught, so it will take me to the Q1, right? So at this point, the output for Q naught we do not have nothing, because this is the Mealy machine. If it is Mori machine, so we can write here the particular output, like it could be Q naught by 0, Q naught by 1. So we can write for the Mori machine, but for Mealy machine we cannot write, because here if we are in the state Q naught, so it doesn't produce anything if we do not move from this point to any other state, right? So that's why here the output is 0, mean nothing. It is just activated, but it doesn't give any because we didn't do, or we haven't performed any kind of transition between these two. So that's why the output for this Q naught is 0. Okay, if we run the A from this state to this state, right? If I run the A, so I reach to Q1, but the output is 0. So for this, I have mentioned the state Q1, which is the new state or updated state, and the output that is the 0. Okay. Next we have B. So we are already on the Q1, and we have to read run by B. So here we have two errors from Q1, one for Q3 and one for Q2. We have to see where the B lies. So B lies over here between Q1 and Q2. So for this, we will read Q B between these two, Q1 and Q2, and giving the output 1, right? So after that, I put B, right? And then I reach to Q2, and the value returned by these two states, which is the 1, right? So obtain 1. Then again we have B. So we will see we are already here in the Q2, right? So we will start from Q2 to Q3, right? Consuming B, and the output is again 1. So we have 1. So already we are in the Q3. Then we have A. So we will see A. So A is itself the repetition on this Q3. So it produced 1 as well. So we have written the 1. Next we have B. So if I move from Q3 to which state? Q naught. Because we have seen to the direction of the arrows based on the outputs, asking an output values as well. So if I move Q2, Q3 to Q naught by consuming B, according to here the question, right? So it will produce 1 as well. So 1, right? Then again say 1. So I'm here, Q naught. So if I move Q naught to, again move to Q3, right? So it will produce, it will give the output 0, right? Same, another case we have B. So I'm already here. So if I move Q3 to Q naught, so it will give me the 1, right? So 1, right? In the next step we have 1, the A, right? So A, I will move Q naught to Q1, right? So it will give me the 0. So this is the procedure or construction of Mealy machine, right? So that is very important regarding the examination point of view, and this is also important for the machine learning and data analysis and data sciences as well, right? For deep learning, if I see, I can give the example over here. So we have in deep learning we have many neurons, hidden neurons, right? So for each neuron we have the weight and biasness. So if I see over here, so this is weight, the A, the B, the A and B and so on, right? And the values, the output, this is the biasnesses, right? The biasnesses decide how accurate you have designed the deep machine for such particular problem. So this is very important implementation inside the neuron for deep learning. If we compare this model to the deep learning or simple neural networks machine learning algorithm. So this is very similar to the concept wise to that machine learning algorithms. Okay, it may be noted that in Mealy machine, the length of the output string is equal to that of input length. All right, so this is very common. We have another example over here. Consider the following Mealy machine having the states containing 3 states. We have to start is Q naught, right? So we have the input state and we have the output state, right? So we have start over here, and based on this, we will execute accordingly, right? It is observed in the above Mealy machine if the output string has the nth character as 1, it shows that the nth letter in the output string is the second in the pair of double letter. What will it mean? It means, for example, if we have the output value, right? So the nth could be like the first, second, third, or any value, and it is the generic term, right? It represents the particular value, right, or character. So it means if an input contain 1, the character 1, so it means the output in the input we have the second letter. It could be a double letter. For example, this is 2 times A and 2 times B, right? So how it has happened? Because we have the observation we have noticed from the Mealy machine construction. Like for example, we have the nth number which is 1, so it will give you the double letter in the input string. So here this is the input and this is the output. So this is the observation regarding the Mealy machine. Next, we have a very good example. It could be also possible that Mealy machine have the same state as the input and the same state as the output, right? So sometimes I consume the value 0, it give me 1, and sometimes I consume the value 1, it give me the output is 0. So this is the Mealy machine also possible in this structure. So such structure or such implementation, that is representation of the complementing machine, right? So what is complementing machine? Complementing machine says if I say 1, so it give me 0. If I say 0, so it give me a 1. So this is the complementing machine. Like for example, we have example over here. For example, we have the input value that is the 00, 11, 01, 10 is the input values or the running values, right? So the corresponding output for that values mean these values. It could be the opposite, right? Why it's opposite? Like for example, I want to read 0, consume 0, so it gives me 1. again 0, 1, right? Again 1, 0, 1, return 0. Again we have 0, say return 1, right? Then we have 1, 0, and 1. So based on this query, this input, it will give you the opposite value, right? So if we see in the binary structure, a binary representation, so this is equal to the complement, right? And what is complement? It just invert the input into the opposite value, like 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, and so on. So this is the Mary machine concept over here. Then we have another machine. This is called the increment machine, right? The increment machine helps in building a machine that can perform addition of the binary number, right? So the increment machine is basically the complement machine, right? Like for example, this is for example the input value, right? And if I ask to implement it on the increment machine, so what we have to just do, we have just use the concept of the complement machine. So we will add one over here, binary one, and then we perform the addition function on this. So once we get the output from this is the increment machine. So we will see in the coming slides about the implementation of the increment machine. Okay, further, using as the complementing machine along with the incrementing machine, if we combine both increment and complement, so it will perform the subtraction for the binary numbers. So let's see some example on increment. Okay, construction of the increment machine. In the previous example of the complement machine, it has been observed that the input string and the corresponding output string are the ones complement of each other. They're taking for this one, right? So like 1 we have, so it's 0, right? If it is 0, it's 1. So this is the explanation for that one, right? There is a question whether the Mealy machine can be constructed so that the output string is increased in magnitude by 1. Magnitude by 1 means it's an increment one, right? It could be 0, it could be 1, right? Then the corresponding input string, the answer is of course it is with yes, right? This machine is also called an incrementing machine. The following we have some example how we can construct the increment machine. Before constructing the increment machine, consider one is added to the binary number, right? Like we have the binary number like at the previous that were 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 and so on. So we have to just add it with that input string number, but we have to perform the binary addition, right? Since the two numbers are added, the addition is performed from right to left, right? So this is the procedure or mechanism how we can perform the binary addition for increment machine. That's it will be performed from right to left. How do we know? So while increasing the number by 1, the string must be read by the corresponding mailing machine from right to left, and hence the output string will also be generated from right to left, right? So this is also we have done in the previous classes. Okay, so let's have some example. We have the first example which is represented by A. So this is the input, right? And we are performing the increment machine. So for increment machine, we have the representation to add a 1 with that input, but performing the binary addition, right? In the binary addition, like for example, we have it could be over here, right? Let me write over here. We have the 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 0, right? So how we can perform? We have this, and performing the increment machine using the complement form. So how we will do? Like we will do very easily. By doing the binary forms, we already know the concepts. So 0 plus 1, it returns it returns 1. Then we have nothing over here, so we just write 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, and 1. So this is how we can do such implementation. Another example we have 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, right? And we have to add 1 using the concept of binary addition. Okay, let's start. Okay. In general mathematics, if we plus 1 plus 1, so it is 2, right? If we divide that 2 using the binary concept, so it will return 1, 0, 1, 0, right? If we remember, we do the LCM, right, using the subtrahend root table. So in this form, it will return 2 values. So 1, 1, it is 0, 1. So place the 1, 0, sorry, over here, and 1 is carry for this number, right? So it again, we have 1, 1. So 1, 1, it is 0, right? And 1 is carry for this one, right? Here, so 1, 1 again, we have 0, and 1 is carry over here. So in this case, we have the carry for this 0 number, highlighted 0 number. So 0 plus 1 at 1, like in this case. So at 1, right? Then we have nothing left. So then just write 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, and 1. So this is how we can construct the incrementing machine using the complements or ones complements. Okay, right? So hopefully you understand this thing, how we can perform or how we can implement the increment machine using the ones complement, using the binary addition once we have the similar inputs, right? So these are the explanation about these two examples. So let me read from the slide. Okay, this is for A explanation, right? If the rightmost bit of the binary number to be incremented is 0, right? This is 1, right? The output binary number can be obtained by converting the rightmost bit to 1 and the remaining bits unchanged. So they're talking about for this in the generic one. Now we have the expression for B. If the rightmost bit of binary number is 1, this one, right? Then the output can be obtained converting that one along with the concatenated one, this one, right? This one, concatenated one, right? So it will give you 0. Then converting next 0 to 1 and the remaining bits will unchanged. So it means it will also carry the answer from 1 plus 1. So it will come over here, right? So it will perform in the same way which I explained in the example. The derivation A and B help to construct the following increment Mealy machine, right? So based on that explanation, so we can construct increment machine using the concept of Mealy. So we can do by this way, right? We already know we have 3 steps, right? Over here we have the 3 steps, so these are the different values, right? Constructing the Mealy machine, it may be observed that in the increment machine, if 0 is read, right, in the initial state Q, the 0 is converted to 1 in a no change state Q1 is entered, where all zeros and all what remain are changed. Right, so it's talking about for this, if we read 0 from this state and reach to here, so we will get the 1, right, from this state. If 1 is read at the initial state, this one on this Q1, right, then 1 is converted to 0 and the state Q2 is entered. Right, this one, okay. The all ones are converted to 0, and their state, if 0 is read, that 0 is converted to 1, and the machine goes to no change state. Right, so for this purpose, if the strings this like 100101110 and 1001100 and 3 times 1 are 1, our this machine, so the corresponding output string will be this and this, right? So how we did such activity? We just add the one with this and this, so automatically we will get the particular answer. So if we add over here, 1 over here with this, so 0 plus 1, it's 1. Then we have again 111, 01, 001. So no change in the state. So actually, these two are explaining this machine, right? If another example we have, if we have 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 and 1 1 1, and we perform the ones complement by adding 1 here like this one, right? So what we will do? So 1 plus 1, 0 1, so 0 is down and 1 is carry. So same for here, 0 1 1 0, so 0 is down and 1 is carry for here. So 1 1, 0 is down, 1 is carry. So 0 plus 1 1, and the rest of the bits will not change. So this is the representation how we can construct the increment machine using these steps. Keeping in mind this diagram as well. Note, it is to be noted that if the string have all have ones is run our the increment machine, then that machine is called overflow, right? It will produce the zeros by automatically if we because there is nothing to be applied on this machine. So such situation we have overflow status of the input machine. Okay, further we have in the increment machine we have also have two states, right? So this is the assignment, so I will ask in the assignment in the next class. Okay, then we have the equivalent machine. Two machines are said to be equivalent if they print the same output string with the same input string is run on them, right? So for this we have some property. Two memory machine can be equivalent. Similarly, two memory machine can also be equal. But we have another point. Memory machine cannot be equal to any melee machine, right? There is a possibility, but we can also make the memory machine to the melee machine. For that we have to ignore some character, right? So what are that some character? Some character mean whenever we move from one state to another state in the memory machine, so we have two outputs in each state. So for that we have to avoid some of the outputs. So then there is a possibility we can make equal the memory machine to the melee machine. So for that we have to ignore some points, some outputs from the memory machine. Hopefully you understand this lecture. Thank you.